100%. Welcome back to the basement, where it's top level content from the lower level of the house. Welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying everything we've been dropping this week. We put a lot of work in this Saturday. A lot of work. We done some exclusive interviews. I had really fun on the conspiracy theory episode.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was great. I know we started out like our dream was a sports podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of manifested into everything.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we just get off track and we just start talking about whatever.
This is what happens whenever three ADHD guys start up a podcast.
Okay? Yeah, that's true. We probably maybe should have called our podcast something along those lines.
The porch talk or something like that.
But I mean, look what we've accomplished today. We interviewed the Whiskey Blind Band live in our studio, which was awesome. And then we got on with Ethan from Hunting Appalachia, who also works with Fishing with Tate and Kendall Gray. Mm-hmm. That was a huge deal for us.
Yo, absolutely.
Huge. And I am so appreciative
of them.
I'm so appreciative of them, of every one of them.
Oh, absolutely. And we appreciate everybody that takes the time to listen to us. You know, you could be listening to music. You could be doing anything else. So anytime that you spend supporting us, we truly do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we're always looking at the analytics. We're looking at all the stats, you know. So don't think that, you know, whenever you're listening or downloading our stuff that we're not noticing. We notice, and we appreciate everybody.
We literally notice, like, when our views or follows change by one person.
Oh, yeah. we are literally following it to that extent.
We were devastated when we had 491 followers and then went to 490. We were like, we immediately texted each other and said, what did we do wrong? Why? So, I know I do this every episode. I want to do one shout out. And it just hit me. Friday morning, where I work, I can't have my cell phone. So I come out for lunch at about 11 o'clock, and I had a text message on my phone from an old supervisor of mine. And it was really... Daggone. Somebody just stole somebody's truck, and it popped up on our phone. But anyways, I got a text message from an old... I haven't told you guys. I don't you guys yet, but an old supervisor of mine. I look up to him a lot. I actually call him one of my best friends, Dave Collins. His message was simple. Yeah, really good dude. His message was simple. He said, I would have picked Shaquille O'Neal too. And like, I felt so proud. Like, you know, this guy is listening to us. So I texted him back, and he's like, yeah, dude, I got all this drive time to my new place where I work, and I just listen to you guys now.
That's awesome, man.
Like it, like that was cool. That was cool. So I appreciate that, Dave.
I mean, I appreciate, you know, people just taking the time out of their day, like, because if they're anything like me, like, I lay down at night or whatever, that's my relaxing time, you know, so I choose to watch TV, listen to a podcast, watch something on YouTube, and if you guys are rocking with us, man, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, for real.
Oh, yeah, truly. I mean, whether it's you're going to work, listening to us, you know, getting in that mindset to go grind out your 8 hours for the day, you know, whatever your situation is, whenever you're listening to us, we're appreciative, and we appreciate the time that you put into us.
Absolutely. So
thank you guys. From the bottom of our heart, thank you guys.
Definitely. So I feel like since we kind of labeled ourselves as a sports podcast, at least one episode this week we should probably say something. So it looks like the Saints are hiring Kellen Moore as their head coach. Is that right? Is that what the breaking news was?
They can't do anything official because... realistically, because they don't like doing that, you know, especially since he's in the Super Bowl. But, you know, they probably already interviewed him and they've already made the decision, and they're just waiting for the Super Bowl to be over to make that announcement. So by the time this airs, I'm going to assume it's already official that he's their head coach.
Yeah, I mean, CBS Sports seemed to be pretty.
I mean, I'd say that it's all but official because, like, whenever the Bengals hired Zach Taylor, he was on Sean McVay's coaching staff the year that they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it was the same situation. They said, you know, from where they're in the Super Bowl, they don't want any of the extra distractions. And, you know, he's still on their coaching staff for right now.
Yeah.
He's still got a major game to play.
Yeah.
So.
You know.
Oh, let's see. Sean Strickland.
Yeah, it's just in between rounds right now.
You know, as a Tampa Bay fan, I gotta say something real quick. An apology, if you will. We really didn't appreciate Jameis Winston when we had him. That dude is hilarious. I've been loving his Fox Sports coverage of the Super Bowl and all the events.
Dude, he could honestly retire as a quarterback and have an amazing career and not have to get hit.
Yeah,
I mean, he
would
probably
be.
should.
He needs a podcast. Put him up there with Pat McAfee.
Hey,
they would be hilarious together.
Jameis, if you're listening, I got a spot for you right here, pal.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Look,
and honestly, he seems like the type of dude that if he heard it, he'd probably take you up on that.
I'll tell you what, Jameis. I will buy the crab legs.
Right. So
Hey, I did have something though that I wanted to ask you guys. It's
Uh-oh.
sports related, okay?
Oh boy.
We've touched on this before in our group chat, but it's something that it's one of those questions. It's like one of those hypothetical questions. Would you rather take $1 million cash or get 10 chances to gain 5 yards in an NFL game for $10 million?
Who's the offensive line?
That's my biggest thing. Is like it depends on which offensive line it is. If it's the Bengals line, nah, I'm taking that $1 million cash.
Can I run any play I want to?
I mean, it just like the thing is just you got 5 plays or 10 plays to gain 5 yards in an NFL game.
I got you. This is how I'm doing it. I'm going to take the 10 yards, or the 5 yards, right? Does he say 5 yards?
Yeah, 5 yards, 10 chances.
I'm going to be the quarterback, and I'm going to be on the Ravens, and I'm going to have Derrick Henry behind me, and we tush pushing. I'm going to let him destroy me for 5 yards, and I'm going to take my money.
all right, well listen. For me, there's several factors in this. Okay. So $1 million is a lot of money that I can just grab it and go.
Yeah.
Because what you got to take into consideration is like, okay, let's say that your middle's plugged up and you got to hit the 2-hole, and here comes a linebacker on a blitz, and you about to get your head rocked. Okay, and then obviously who's the offensive line? And then you got like, okay, so what if I get drilled this first play and then I'm hurt and I can't go no more? There's a lot of factors, but I'm gonna take my chances. I'm a gambling fella sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take my chances because I feel like 5 yards. I mean, it's 5 yards, but I mean
That's a long 5 yards if you got grown NFL men hitting you.
I feel like Derrick Henry
I'll cut
can
your
get
legs
me
out
there.
from under.
I feel like Derrick Henry can get me there.
Derrick Henry can.
Man, I'm gonna just be doing that classic QB sneak and madness. As soon as I get the ball, just dive. Every
Yeah.
play, grab the ball and dive.
Well,
I feel like I could do that 10 times and get 5 yards.
yeah. I mean, I do that online gaming. What's the difference?
Man, I was coaching football this year. He'll tell you when I was calling plays, if we was within 5 yards of the end zone, I tush pushed it the rest of the
Hey,
time.
3 yards in the cloud
Until we
of
got to
dust,
the
but
playoffs, but
Yeah.
we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
So you gave your shout out to Jameis Winston, more or less. I have my sports shout out for the week, and y'all probably know what's coming. My man, the cheetah.
Oh God.
Oh God, you'd be excited if he had stripes on his helmet.
No, I wouldn't. Man, I'm all about.
You over there telling lies right now.
Nah, I swear, I'm all about locker room presence. Okay, which is saying a lot with being a Bengals fan because we've had some toxic locker room players. But
Yeah, like the guy that you chose for your sports celebrity, Ocho Cinco.
hey, he was not toxic. Okay, he was a distraction, but he wasn't toxic. There's a difference.
Tyreek is not toxic. Tyreek got upset. He had some comments. He's apologized to Tua, who's the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Does he know that?
Does he know he's in the
No,
NFL?
guys, I say that joking. Like I'm not that stupid. I'm just a fan. So, but anyways, he's apologized. He wants to stay in Miami. So shout out to the cheetah. We're all the way back. I mean,
Since we're just shouting out players from our teams, I'm gonna give my shout out to Burrow because Burrow. I swear to God, I could say anything and you just hit that button.
I just booed boo button.
But you know what though? Shout out to Burrow for taking the initiative as a leader and getting on an interview saying we can make this happen, and even explaining we got the cap space, and even saying he's willing to restructure to keep the players around him that he wants to do. That's a straight up leader. You don't get that in every NFL quarterback these days.
that is, but he probably needs to let him know that he needs some defensive help.
Well, absolutely, but I mean,
Even Snoop Dogg knew that.
but see, here's the thing that they were talking about though. With the Bengals, if they're able to keep T. Higgins, then they can use those earlier picks to be able to get more defensive help or offensive line
Yeah,
help.
that's true.
Because if you don't re-sign T. Higgins, you have to use one of those earlier draft picks to get a playmaker. Because otherwise, in free agency, you're going to get a mediocre at best wide receiver too,
Oh.
and you can't do that in the NFL anymore.
I feel like, honestly, and I'm not a Bengals guy, so you're probably going to get mad, but I feel like T. Higgins is a great receiver, don't get me wrong. But I feel like if he wants to dip out and they don't want to use up their cap room, whatever, to re-sign the guy, go ahead and let him go because you have Jamar Chase, who is better than him.
He is, but here's the thing. One of the things that makes Jamar Chase better, and you can look at the stats, because, T. Higgins had a few injuries this past season. In the games that Higgins was out, Jamar Chase couldn't do anything. Because
He gets double teamed.
Yeah, he gets double or triple teamed even.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
But by having a solid wide receiver too, like T. Higgins, honestly, in some situations you got to double Higgins before you double Jamar.
Yeah.
It's like in the end zone. Higgins is that tall dude that you could just throw the ball up and he's going to come down with it.
Yeah, that's true.
you know who double team, triple teams don't affect?
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Who didn't see that coming?
Who's a future Hall of Famer? Mike Evans.
I mean, I'm not going to take nothing from Mike Evans. The dude is a great receiver.
He is.
But, I mean, come on.
There's people hate him for no reason.
I don't hate him.
It's the fact that he's played in the worst division
Oh.
for his entire career.
Okay.
You gonna talk shit about the AFC North?
The Cleveland Browns, yeah, y'all are great.
And
They're
the Steelers and the Ravens.
The Steelers have been irrelevant for the last 10 years.
Hey, they've
The
not had a
Ravens-
losing season in the past
The
10
Ravens
years.
have not been great. Like, come on, man.
Where have you been?
The NFL, they were great the last 2 years.
Ever since
Come
Lamar's
on.
been there.
Come on.
Baltimore?
Here's the thing,
Actually,
man.
since before then.
We can say that the Buccaneers don't play in a great division, but have y'all beat us?
I don't know.
Has the Steelers beat us recently? Has the Browns beat us recently? No, y'all haven't. So,
Okay, whatever.
y'all been in the playoffs?
I mean, listen, man.
We missed it 1 year.
I mean,
How many Super Bowls y'all got?
All right.
I ain't
I'm
trying.
gonna get you a DeLorean one of these days, since you want to bring up the past all the time.
I ain't trying to get involved in this little tussle here, but I mean, you got
Tussle.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cincinnati, and over here you got Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay.
But here's the thing. We go to the playoffs, right? Obviously, we're going to get the automatic bid. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Do we beat teams in the playoffs?
No.
We lost in the wild card this year, but have we beat teams in the playoffs?
Listen, I don't feel like I can put my dog in this fight because my team don't even
What
think.
did you guys do whenever you had Jameis Winston?
I mean, we still won the division. Well, we didn't win the division with Jameis Winston. We didn't.
Well, once Breeze was out of town, y'all had a pretty clear shot at it.
Yeah, I think we had Jameis. You had, New
Well, and then Matt
Orleans
Ryan,
was good.
and not long after that,
Atlanta was
Matt,
good.
Matt Ryan.
I don't
left
hate
out.
Tampa Bay. I actually pull for Tampa Bay. I like them.
I don't mind Tampa Bay. That's actually my stepdad's favorite team, and he's like always liked them.
Yeah, I mean, I pull for teams out of Florida. I'm a Dolphins fan. So, I don't hate Tampa Bay. But, I mean, when you look at Cincinnati's division, Tampa Bay's division, and I'll go ahead and add the Dolphins division. We got to play the Bills twice a year. Used to be we had to play New England.
Well, see, here's the thing. We could say that, but head to head, y'all are going to lose. Every time. Y'all gonna
Every
lose.
time.
I don't know.
9 times out of 10, y'all going to lose.
Man, I tell you what.
Who has been the most, out of those 3 teams, who's been the most relevant the last 5 years?
I mean, I feel like Cincinnati
Bengals.
went to the Super Bowl.
Bengals.
They
Did y'all
went to
win-
the Super Bowl.
Did you win it?
No.
Did we win it when we went in the last 5 years?
Where you bought a team?
Oh,
Here we go.
Who do we
You
buy?
bought the retirement home.
Tom Brady joined the team. That's the only person we got. Antonio Brown, who's CTD up. Come on, man.
Gronk?
Quit being a hater.
You guys pulled Gronk out of retirement, straight from the retirement home.
We shut down the most America's prolific offense to not. They didn't even score a touchdown in the Super Bowl against us. 31-9.
I'm just saying the Chiefs were
That
so
was a
scared of
defense win.
us.
Oh, yeah.
The Chiefs were so scared of us, they threw the game. They threw the last game of the season so we wouldn't be in the playoffs.
This guy. This guy. You know
Well,
what? You know what?
So you can't even say nothing. You just gotta hit the
Because-
button because you can't say nothing.
Because it's so it's ridiculous. That's
Well,
a ridiculous statement.
I tell you what, guys. At the end of the day, when it comes to the upcoming football season, after the one that's coming up, not this one. Tua's healthy, and Tyreek's back ready to go. We got Jalen Waddle. We got Devon A. Chan.
Y'all gonna have
Don't do
dark
it.
learning. You didn't last week.
You said what?
I said you guys are gonna get Jackson Dart learning.
Nah, we're gonna
Are
get
you gonna
Dylan
get Travis
Gabriel.
Hunter?
Hey, I'd be okay with that. But Devon A. Chan, one of the best running backs in the league as a young running back.
I ain't gonna argue that. I like him.
He's tough. He catches a lot of balls
I
too.
like him.
If Tua can stay healthy this season, we're in the playoffs, no doubt about it. But can he stay healthy? And also, if Tua is healthy, don't neither one of y'all's teams want to smoke. Because y'all can't catch Tyreek Hill.
We don't have to. Because we'll just knock your quarterback out.
Oh, that's what we're going to do.
I'm just saying.
Because you're not.
What happened the last time the Dolphins played the Bengals?
You about killed my guy.
All I'm going to say is, man, is you can have the fastest wide receiver in the world, but if your offensive line can't block for crap.
That's true. We
It
need
don't
some
matter.
linemen. We need to get Wyatt Milan. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to Tua and his PR team. I'm going to have him come on here and y'all can say this to his face. I'm tired of taking it.
I'm tired of it. Tired of it, boss. Oh, buddy, that's good. We act
Man,
like
if
we're
they don't
rivals,
have-
too.
I'm just saying, like, and this isn't me talking shit, even though it's gonna sound like it. If they don't have Tua being like the face of the Guardian Cap 2.0 that they've got coming out, that's actually
We're going to keep piling on, huh?
Hey, no, I'm actually being serious with this one, okay? Because the Guardian Cap 2.0 is supposed to be designed to look more like the helmet and make it, because that's one of the things that they're trying to go for because they want players to use it. I don't know why Tua wouldn't.
Oh, I'll tell you what's crazy is that on the Dolphins field, when you look out on the field during the game, you'll see a Guardian Cap running around out there. But is it Tua? No, it's Devon A. Chan. He's just wearing his Guardian Cap like a smart player.
Offensive tackle for Tampa Bay does it. He had a concussion. He come back, and he has not taken the Guardian Cap off.
I noticed that DeMar Hamlin wears one now.
He needs to wear a chest cap.
Yeah.
Did y'all see when he gave Tua a concussion? It said DeMar Hamlin's chest and Tua's head, two of the most fragile things to meet now.
Oh,
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah, it was tough, but I couldn't help but to laugh.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's tough out there.
Hey, shout out to that guy for coming back and playing football, though. Tough guy.
Man, obviously I was watching that game.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football at the Bengals.
Yeah.
That was, I felt sick to my stomach watching that,
Yeah.
Even as a Bengals fan, nobody wants to see that.
Mm-mm.
And at first you're just like, wow, what happened? Did he break his leg or something like that? And then they just all they did was show the replay of him just collapsing after he stood up. And that was what was terrifying because you're like, man, he stood up and then fell.
Yeah. It was bad. I keep seeing the computer keeps reminding me that it's going to be 9 inches of snow on Tuesday, and it's like right now it feels like we're living daggone Georgia outside. It's 65 degrees and raining right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
And now it's going to snow 9 inches on Tuesday, according to this computer.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't trust anything this computer does anymore after today.
Yeah.
Actually, that was mine that was giving all the issues. Is the sad part.
Mm-hmm. So we hit some sports for about 20 minutes. What'd you have in plan for this episode?
So I got some would you rather's, man.
Oh boy.
And he's been heavy on my mind, I ain't gonna lie to you. Because this is the kind of stuff I find myself thinking about. All right, so my first would you rather. And I'm talking about you locked in a cage. It's about the size of this room, maybe a little smaller.
Okay.
All right, but you're locked in a cage. All right, and you got to fight your way out. I'm talking no weapons, no nothing, just what you got. Would you rather fight a tiger or a silverback gorilla?
Ooh.
I know my answer because I've been thinking about this thing.
What are you doing at night, man?
Oh, well.
Man, I think I'm gonna just say a tiger, just because I feel like a tiger would kill you quicker if you lose. That silverback, they play. They're the type that would like just play with your ass.
They
Like, they
do.
make it brutal.
They
Yeah.
do play.
Like if I'm gonna fight and if I'm gonna lose, which chances are I'm gonna, I'd rather it just be quick.
Yeah, so I'm all on board the tiger train. I'm going to fight that tiger because I might be able to jump on his back and, like, choke him out.
Well, sometimes with felines and stuff, you can kind of play that mental game with them.
Yeah.
Not saying it'd work, but you may be able to kind of like,
Yeah.
But with a, I don't know, that gorilla might not. I don't know. Gorillas are territorial,
Yeah.
and a silverback means he's alpha.
Yeah.
And they don't kill you. If you watch anything in the Animal Kingdoms, they don't kill the thing first. They play with it and brutalize it. So
They
it would
wanna
just beat the
humiliate
brakes
it.
off of you.
Okay.
I just want my throat.
Okay, so let's go into this then. I think we got. So you're picking tiger.
Yeah,
too?
I'm going tiger.
Yeah. I mean,
Because let's be real, I'm not intimidated by Bengals.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, so if you had to bet on a fight between the tiger and the silverback, who you betting on?
Oh.
Is it fight to the death or just
Yeah,
fight to
absolutely.
win?
Fight to the death.
It depends. It's kind of like when you watch UFC. Like like the little guys are a lot faster. If they can get in and out, they're going to win. But if that big guy gets a hold of you, if that gorilla gets a hold of you, you're done for.
That's a tough one too,
I feel like
because,
the gorilla wins.
I mean, the tiger's
Like-
definitely more agile, but I feel like that gorilla is going to be more agile than you're expecting it to be.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be like the Brock Lesnar of animals. Like, yeah, it's really big, and it may not be the fastest human being in the world, but for its size, it's terrifyingly fast.
Yeah.
You ever tried to catch a pig?
Yeah.
They don't look agile. They are the most agile animal I've ever tried to catch.
Yeah.
So I can
Well,
imagine
they're also
that
hyper
gorilla.
intelligent too. Like, they don't get the credit they deserve for their intelligence.
But you got like a tiger. Back to that is going to scratch and paw and bite. Whereas that gorilla can literally grab, hold down, and beat with the other hand and bite.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm going gorilla.
Like, I feel like it's one of those deals, like, if you ever saw, like, a fight between humans and you're like, man, that little guy might be fast, but if that big fella gets his mitts on him, he's done for. That's how I feel like if that gorilla gets his mitts on that tiger is toast.
You know what? Just for the sake of argument, I think I'm going to go with the tiger. Because I think that tiger is going to be able to wear down the gorilla.
I don't know, man. I mean, you have a right to your opinion, but I'm just like, I don't know.
I think the gorilla's got it.
Yeah, I'm going gorilla. I'm going silverback in most of these questions, honestly.
Is there a lot of silverback questions?
I mean, all my animal questions, I'm always throwing the silverback in there because I feel like that's a bad dude right there.
So I got another sports would you rather. I don't know if you want to keep doing yours or not, but I got one
go ahead.
loaded.
Go ahead.
I already know what your answer is going to be to this one.
Oh, okay.
Andrew's is one that
Very good.
I don't know. If you had to start a WNBA franchise today, are you building it around Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese?
Oh, yeah, you know my answer to this.
Think about the question though. Would building a
That's-
franchise around this player?
It's controversial.
I mean, I don't think
People
it's
are going to hate no matter who you pick.
Well, I mean, isn't that what part of this stuff's supposed to be?
As far as like all around player, I think Caitlin Clark's better. But I'm a fat guy, and Angel Reese has a burger. So
That's
I'm
what
going
it's
with
gonna be.
Angel Reese because she's already got a food deal, which means your boy is going to get free food.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we all know I'm going Angel Reese here. I honestly, Caitlin Clark can shoot. Blah, 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 blah.
She's like a Stephen Curry.
Yeah, but Angel Reese is a big. And what's easier to come by, a guard or a good big?
Well, I mean, she does have she's the all-time leading scorer in college. But can you get that elite level?
I'm not hating on Caitlin Clark. Either way you go is a great option.
Yeah, it is.
Great option. I respect Caitlin Clark tremendously for what she has done.
I'm going Angel Reese 1,000%. Not even. I don't even have to think about it.
another reason I'm saying Caitlin Clark is, that most of the games that she played in against other WNBA teams, they had to move the games from the WNBA arena that they had to the NBA arena in that respected city and was still selling out. Like, that brings in massive amounts of money for the WNBA.
I got a question for you. For all of you guys. A would you rather question, if you will. So, I like wrestling, right?
Okay.
The wrestling.
Give me a wrestler's name. Throw one out real fast. Anybody.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, if we're in this room and you got to get out of this room, right? Would you rather fight 20 chicken-sized Stone Cold Steve Austins or one chicken the size of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I'm going to chicken size Steve Austin.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
The hell no, because, dude, if chickens are the most vicious animals out there. They eat everything. They eat each other.
I'm talking about the little Stone Cold.
Oh, you want the 20 Stone Colds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
sorry, I had it backwards.
No, I don't want
Yeah.
no giant chicken.
No.
No, those things are already mean enough as it is.
Yeah, they're vicious.
I seen what they did to Peter Griffin. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
They don't give up.
Yeah, I ain't
Keep
doing
fighting.
that.
What would you rather? Would you rather?
I mean, I can just make them up as we
Go
go
for
here.
it, big dog.
All right, so would you rather? Oh man, come on, somebody chime in here. I don't want too much dead air.
Ah!
All right, I got one.
I made a noise.
This one's like a more broad would you rather. It's not necessarily between just two topics. If you had to own a pro franchise across any sport, which sport would you want?
Soccer
Oh,
in
yeah.
Europe.
I'm going for money.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
That's why you're doing it, right?
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna say NFL just because it's interesting more to me. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you're
feel
still
like-
making tons of money.
Soccer in Europe is like the NFL to us, but they
Nah,
have
take
you-
it. No, I
have
would
you-
want a soccer team in Brazil. But
Well, I mean,
forget,
Brazil,
forget the
Europe.
Europe.
But have you seen the crowds at soccer
Oh,
venues? They are more passionate than
Oh, yeah.
anything you've ever
They'll
seen.
kill each other over that stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, like that's a very common thing, especially in other countries.
I just don't want to go to South America because I mean you can just get got.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get kidnapped and put on human trafficking over in Europe, but you know, I feel like I would like to own one like Manchester United
Yeah.
or Liverpool
Yeah.
or whatever in England.
Man, I'm gonna be
I feel like it's
honest.
safe.
I think I would go with NBA, just because you don't have as many players on your roster to keep up with. I mean, the few that you got to pay more than what you're gonna pay like NFL players and stuff like that. But you also get so many home games. Think about how much money that's got to bring in. The concessions and stuff. Plus, there's always concert in those venues.
Oh,
You don't see as many stadium tours like in football stadiums as much anymore. You still see them, don't get me wrong, but it's only one every now and then.
WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, but I mean they have regular WWE games WWE matches in like NBA size stadiums and stuff.
So I got a would you rather?
I mean, if I owned a sports franchise, if I had that much money, I would not be Jerry Jones in it. I'd be hiring somebody else to do all that.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just going to sit at the house.
Yeah, well, I think
Here's
we've
the
all.
thing,
I think he's proven that the Jerry Jones concept does not work because they're terrible.
No.
No, hey, this one's for you, Christina, for the Cowboys.
She's listening now after she gave us another chance and you just did that.
I mean, they're trash. What do you want us to do about it? It's not our fault.
This is so sad. I'm drawing such a big blank. Who's the guy that owns Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. There you go. So they interviewed Bill Gates at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him, well, how much? And this has been like a few years back, So Microsoft's been around for a hot minute by this point.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him, they were like, so whenever you go in, do you look to be the one that takes over the meetings and stuff like that? He's like, no. He's just like, I want to hire my staff to where I'm the dumbest person in that room whenever I walk in. He's like, I want to be surrounded by people who know more about what's going on than what I do.
What is it?
It's ready.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And and that's exactly how I would make my sports franchise. I would want it to be whenever I walk in there with my GM, my player, like my player personnel, the head coach, coordinators. I want to walk in that room and I want to be the dumbest person ever.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to make me feel like I don't know shit and I'm just the checkbook for them.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
100% how I do it.
Yeah, and you see, like, the ones that do that are leading to more successful franchises.
Yeah.
I mean, because, look at how the Hunt family has done with the Chiefs, They literally have the AFC trophy named after their owner, like one of their previous owners, and they've kept it in their family.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't respect them, but I respect what the owner has done.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought in Andy Reid, and he's let Andy Reid take over. And that one thing about that man, he knows how to coach, and he knows how to take control of things.
Yeah, that's true. So, we ready to go to my next Would You Rather?
Let's go for it, buddy.
All right. Would you rather take a punch from Mike Tyson, right in the jaw, or a 10-yard full sprint hit from James Harrison?
Oh, gosh.
Do I get pads with the James Harrison?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get full football gear.
I'm taking that one.
I
I
know,
know.
Are we
man.
talking prime, Mike? Or are we talking like now?
Oh, we ain't talking about Paul and Mike Tyson.
Look,
Are we talking prime?
We're talking about, Prime. And Prime Harrison.
I'm still taking my
Lord.
chance. I'm still taking my chances with Harrison.
Is he going to dirty hit me?
I mean, he's notorious, so. But I'll say a 10-yard tackling drill. So straight up.
So I'm not standing still. I'm liable to go too. Right?
Oh yeah, you're not just standing there getting run over.
I mean, I'm not going to deliver nothing to him, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I
I
have
guess
a chance
I'll-
to try to spin or juke or something to mitigate
Yeah.
some of it, but
I'm 230 pounds of fat. I ain't juking nothing.
Oh, that dude's gonna knock your helmet about 40 yards down the
man,
field.
I don't care.
I'll
I'll take that chance over Mike Tyson.
I'll take the James Harrison hit because I don't want to end up like like an old WWE wrestler. Like we can't name, but he was a Wolverine, the Rapid Wolverine.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any
I'll tell
idea
you.
either.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
The Canadian Crippler.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're doing what now?
I'm not getting punched by Mike Tyson in his prime.
Which one are you taking, Drew?
Man, it's tough, man. But I'll probably have to go.
Look, I've been hit in the head with a brick, and I feel like getting punched by Mike Tyson would be worse.
Oh, probably.
So I know what that feels like, and I don't want that no more. At least I had some type of protection on.
Yeah, I mean James Harrison, like love or hate the Steelers, he was an absolute menace on the
You ever
field.
watch his
if you would've-
workouts?
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna say, and this may be an unpopular opinion. If you would have said Ray Lewis, it probably would have been tougher on me.
I was thinking Ray Lewis, but
I feel like Ray Lewis would hit harder than James
I
Harrison.
don't know, man. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But James, I've seen that guy hit some people, and I'm just like, my gracious, is he still alive?
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna have to go with the hit from
Hey, I'm
Harrison.
gonna say this though about the Mike Tyson fight thing with the and we watched the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I also saw how Mike Tyson was training for that fight.
yeah.
That Mike Tyson that was training for that fight and the Mike Tyson that showed up for the fight, that was not the same man.
That should be in our conspiracy theory episode.
Dude, it really should be because I'm telling you, whenever I saw those training videos of Mike Tyson, I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
He may actually, that dude still got some juice in the tank. And then he showed up on fight night and he had, 14 strikes that landed the whole fight.
I knew that fight was a gimmick the second that I had to look at Mike Tyson's bare butt cheeks.
Whenever his son was
vicious
interviewing
knockout.
him, that's the worst part. That's the part that everybody leaves out. His son was the one that was interviewing him in a jock strap.
Yeah. That was a money grab. I mean, it's smart.
I mean, you're Mike Tyson. You got $10 million to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. There's a lot worse things I'd do for $10 million.
I mean, I'd show my bare ass on Netflix.
Yeah.
And just stand in a boxing ring for however many rounds for $10 million.
Hey, I'd fight Jake Paul for less than
And
that.
you have to keep in mind that's just $10 million up front. Once they he got a bigger cut after the fact.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that's how all
You
that
got
stuff
the
works.
gate and all that, and the buys,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, well, they didn't. It wasn't pay-per-view buys, but you know that Netflix got paid X amount for the streams and stuff like that. And so once those numbers start getting tallied in,
I will say this: whatever Netflix made from the Mike Tyson fight, with all the pixelations and all the lag and the break, they must have put it back into the product, because WWE on Netflix does not buffer.
Yeah, but does it
I didn't
have
even have
near...
an issue of buffering though. Whenever I watched it, like, whenever I first logged in,
Fiber optic guy over here.
like whenever I first logged in, it was it like I had to exit out and then come back in. Like whenever I first started watching it, once I left it and came back in, it worked perfectly.
But does WWE have the viewers that had?
No, I wouldn't say.
I haven't checked it out on Netflix, but I do want to.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. The first episode, like, I was like, how's this going to go? Right? First episode, Jey Uso comes out with Travis Scott. And Travis Scott is smoking a blunt. Like, right there with him. I'm like, okay, so
right,
this is how this is going to go.
Then you start looking for Uncle Snoop Dogg. Like, where's he at?
Yeah, he stays on wrestling a lot.
Yeah.
So he loves wrestling.
So, what were we talking about right before this?
Would you rather's?
Yeah, but like in between the Netflix and the Would You Rather.
Oh, we still on the Mike Tyson phase of do we think it was fixed and all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, man, I had something good and I completely forgot.
You forgot
I'm sorry.
it. So,
Andrew, you got to do Would You Rather? Because I don't think you got one yet. Have you?
I got something. I do. I remember now. So this episode's going to drop on Friday.
Yeah.
So made it through the work week. And it's not my weekend.
It's Valentine's Day.
Where's that boo button? Anyways, no, I mean, it's not that I hate. I just don't like the holiday. Whatever. I mean, I'm gonna take her out to lunch or dinner or something, whatever. But anyhow, so it's Friday. It's been a long week, and like you said last week, we ain't got there yet. But I already know that I'm wore out.
Right.
You know what always helps me when I'm wore out?
What?
W energy drink.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
the one thing that I like about it is, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like everybody now has like really bad anxiety.
Yeah.
And the good thing about W is that it doesn't give you that anxious feeling like what energy drinks do.
Yeah.
It really does just make you feel like more alert, but still keeps you awake and focused.
The focus really helps me. And I also like the hydro packets. I'm a big hydration guy.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, being hydrated is good. Definitely enjoy that.
You
anyways.
I feel like we're going to need some of those hydration come, Saturday morning after the week we just had.
Yeah, definitely.
The week hasn't even happened yet, but I know that I'm going to need some hydration come Saturday morning.
Yeah, my computer's telling me 9 inches of snow. Now it's telling me it's a flood watch. I can't decide what it's going to do. I'm going to need some W to get through this deal.
Chances are AEP that charges me an arm and a leg is going to go out at some point this week.
And they still going to charge you for it.
Yeah, they're still going to charge me for the electricity. I'm still mad at you guys.
Yeah, we still ain't off that train. But if you want to help us pay our power bill, you can go to w.gg and enter the promo code TheBasement10. You get 10% off. And you get awesome products in exchange.
They do got a new flavor. It just dropped a couple days ago. It's Japanese soda. Interesting. I've never drank Japanese soda, so I don't know what that tastes like.
Like I said, I bet it's like one of those marble sodas.
Kind of like a bubble tea, I guess.
I
don't know.
It's kind of like a fruity flavor, and I'm guessing that's what they're going for.
It's pink. I know that.
Yeah, so probably.
But if you like anime, they got a lot of anime stuff. I'm not into that, so I don't know what these characters are. So
hey, they've got one that looks like the whole Dragon Ball Z power up thing.
Yeah,
like one of their shirts. They've got shirts. They've got shakers. That's got that
hoodies
on too. Hoodies.
Yeah, the shakers they got are cool. They got some really cool shakers.
Yeah, hey, you know what would be great? It is Valentine's Day today, but you know what would be awesome? That you need to get your wife, your girlfriend, your old lady.
Whatever. Get
you some pictures by inspired imagery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, get you some pictures made.
Just remember, there's going to come a time where you wish that you had more pictures.
Absolutely.
Way to be depressing.
Way to bring that down. Way to bring that down.
Hey,
Jeez.
but The one thing that's always surprised me about our statistics and stuff that we've looked at is how high like the female followers are.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, and I'm thankful
But not
for
on
it.
YouTube though. On YouTube, it's almost 100% male.
Facebook,
Well-
it's like a 60-40 split.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a would you rather.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't finished, so.
I'm sorry. You over there being depressing and stuff.
Nah, I was
Well, it's
getting
killing
to something. So for, you know, all those ladies out there, you know, it's Valentine's Day. Sometimes men can be difficult to get stuff for, you know. Well, I got something, you know, get your friends to follow us because we're giving away this blaster pack of Donruss football cards.
Good point.
So you can get your man a gift of football cards for free if you win. And you don't even have to pay for it.
My lord.
What was that?
I rubbed my hand on my jeans.
Is there some basement ducks down here?
Oh, I don't even want to hear it.
Goodness gracious. So, would you rather, and it just hit me, because I'm wearing West Virginia, and he's wearing that team. But anyways, if you're a high school athlete,
Okay.
you got offered two things, and this is it: a guaranteed walk-on spot, which walk-ons are about to go away, but we'll talk about that later, possibly. You're guaranteed a walk-on try spot at your dream university. Or you're offered a full ride at your most hated rival. What do you take?
Man, here's my thing about that. With the way the transfer portal is,
We can't talk about that. We're talking about this part. You have to make this decision.
I know, but that I'm leading to that. If you walk on, like if you get that full ride to your favorite, like to your rival school, let's be real. We've seen it in the transfer portal. Colleges love picking from their rival schools. They love getting team players from their rival schools.
Let me break you right there. Y'all got our offensive line coach, Virginia Tech, and you got our offensive line. I don't know if you've watched West Virginia football this year, but y'all picked the wrong one. Anyways,
Also-
go ahead.
Well, somebody took our offensive coordinator and made them an offensive line coach.
And then now y'all going to go take our head coach.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Trust the climb.
I don't think
That's all I
it's
can
gonna
tell
happen.
you. Trust
All
the
I'm
line.
saying, if it does, lots of screen passes and runs on 3rd and long. Get ready
Brent
for it.
Bryce, their head coach, does their play calling. He doesn't let their offensive coordinator do it.
Well,
Anyways, so you have to stick with that university.
Oh, I have to stick there.
Stick there.
Hey, you know what? I'm still gonna walk on. I'm gonna take my chances.
same.
I'm
As a
gonna
guy-
earn my spot.
As a guy with thousands of dollars in student loans, I guess I'm gonna play for Virginia Tech.
What if it's Pitt?
I will retire from football.
That wasn't an option. You didn't give us that option. How are you gonna
I guess-
write in your answer?
I guess I'll play for Pitt because I know what it's like to owe student loans that you're U.S. Department of Education. You ain't gonna get your money. you gonna get it in small increments.
Hey, how long have you worked at your current job?
Some of us forgave, but not all of it.
Have you been there 10 years?
Mhm.
And they only forgave some?
Mhm.
I thought they were supposed to forgive all of it if you've been there for 10 years.
That's one of those allegedly situations.
That's one of those conspiracy theories. We'll get back into that.
We'll get into that one off camera.
So, what would you rather do?
Oh, I'm walking on. I'm not going to play for Pitt or Virginia Tech or any of those scrubs. I'm going to Morgantown. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't want to fall into that.
Because preferred walk-on can lead to scholarship.
It's true.
I mean, there are people who walk on and earn their scholarship.
It's true.
Owen Schmidt did it.
Yeah, Owen Schmidt, dude from Martinsburg,
Hudson Clement.
Hudson
We
Clement.
don't talk about him no more. I'm mad at him.
He plays for Illinois now.
Yeah, I'm mad at him.
I'm not.
How you gonna dip when you're from West Virginia? How you gonna dip?
Because let's just be real. We know we're going into a spread offense, and he's gonna be blocking.
He's perfect for the spread. He's fast,
But
he's
he's
shifty.
He'll be blocking a lot more.
Whoa!
I'd also be doing
I
running
blocked
on
all
jet
my
sweeps.
daggum life.
Yeah, but if you're a wide receiver, do you want to block?
Hey, look
You
at
wanna
this.
be you wanna
I
be
was a
player.
wide receiver.
All right. Hey, we're going to be a running offense. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still mad.
Hey,
at
they But see, you know, those spread offenses, they've got jet sweeps and stuff like that.
Sure they do.
They've got those reverse passes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of utilization. If anything, he should stay there.
Yeah, exactly.
Prove you're a Swiss Army knife.
You
If
know
you're not a Swiss Army knife and you're just you're just a one-trick pony, then you're just a one-trick pony.
He's a fighting Illini now.
Yeah, you know what he don't have?
What?
Hard edge.
Hard edge, that's right.
Dadgummit.
Did you see that WVU schedule that they dropped with the dogs?
He got him back for that little 1309 pizza.
I bet you that pizza sucks too.
Yeah, probably it's trash. You know it's trash.
It's probably thin crust too.
Yeah, probably. Probably do some of that weird Pittsburgh food stuff that they do. What is it that they do? Put like slaw and French fries on stuff.
Yeah, they eat crap. Remember?
They eat what?
Crap.
Crap.
Poop.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously.
Anyways, so
do they do the glizzies or is that Philadelphia?
The glizzies.
Yeah, that's what they call hot dogs up there.
Oh.
They call them glizzies.
I've heard that. But
I reckon.
I thought that was just a.
Thought that was just like a slang for like kids.
I
On
think
Roblox,
it started
Roblox.
I can't remember if that started in Philly or if that's just
It sounds like a Philly
northern
thing.
Philly.
We'll blame it on Pittsburgh because we don't like them.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh's fault.
Pittsburgh and Philly, they're close enough.
All right.
Probably gonna get some hate for that one, but hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Oh, we can hate them both the same. It's okay.
So man,
I know this is dropping on Friday. Super Bowl's already happened, but we're recording this the night before the Super Bowl. I hope that whenever this drops, Philly's the Super Bowl champions.
Same.
I hate to say that because I really hate the Eagles, but I hate the Chiefs even more.
Yeah.
And a three-peat, I think, is just honestly going to be terrible for the NFL.
Okay, so I know we got to wrap this up because we've gone on for so long now, but if they do get the three-peat done, it's never been done. Does Patrick Mahomes take the spot as the GOAT?
No.
that's tough.
I think Andy Reid does. I don't think Patrick Mahomes does.
That's tough.
So he beats.
How many total Super Bowls would he have? 4?
Four.
Yeah.
4? No, he's got to have 8. He's got to have 4 more to take that spot.
I feel like
4 more.
Who's he taking it from?
The GOAT. Tom Brady.
I still truly think that Patrick Mahomes kind of got carried this year. Whether you want to say the refs, his defense. I mean, the Chiefs' defense is legit. I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah.
But if you look, this wasn't Patrick Mahomes' shining year.
Yeah.
I believe this is going to be Kelsey's last year.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly think that. I think Tay-Tay's going to tell him, you either retire and start spending time with me and going on my tours, or deuces. I mean, and plus you got his and Jason Kelsey's show. Honestly, they could take off with that.
Oh, they already have.
I know, but I'm just saying he could make that his full-time job and not even have to worry about football.
Yeah.
And get multi-million. Honestly, he'd probably get paid more doing that than what he's getting paid as a tight end in the NFL.
It must be really easy to take off with a podcast when you're already famous.
Yeah, right? You know what's ridiculous? Is his stupid mustache.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He looks like.
He looks like he should
John
be
Holmes
around
wannabe.
Taylor Swift's fans.
Oh, no, this took a dark turn.
Don't sue us for that.
Or do it. Maybe I'll get us the publicity.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we
Parentheses,
really ain't got
letters.
nothing, so go ahead.
But, hey, I hope y'all enjoyed everything this week. Like, we started off on Saturday or Sunday. We dropped the Whiskey Blind Band interview that we've been promising you guys. They were here in live and living color. They were here. Well, 2 of them was here, David and Timmy. Was it Monday? We were dropping the interview with Hunting Appalachia, Ethan. Great dude. He works with Fishing with Tate. He works with Kendall Gray. Great dude. He has very insightful. He's very intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
he's super
intelligent.
intelligent. I'm going to be honest, I hadn't seen any of his videos and stuff like that. Just listening to how intelligent he was, it kind of took me back for a second.
Yeah.
I really wasn't expecting that. I don't mean that as a diss, and hats off to him. He's about to graduate with his what do you say, animal science degree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Amazing. He made a great choice. He chose not to go to Virginia Tech, so I respect
Wow.
that. No, I gave him props. I said, Virginia Tech, as far as animal sciences and everything go, they're pretty top notch. I'll give them that. Veterinary wise, I'm not gonna hate on them.
I mean, they do have that farm down there.
They're pretty top notch.
That's pretty much all it is now.
Academically, I'm not gonna hate on a school at all. I'm not gonna do that. Academically, now sports wise, I can hate on you because that's just how I am. But academically, I respect it. But like I said, we had an interview with Ethan. That was great. I thought that was one of my favorite things. Maybe it's because I'm a huge fan of him. I don't know.
No, it was a great interview.
Yeah, it really was.
We done our conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories, man. I absolutely loved that episode.
Yeah,
I did too.
I would like to dive further into it eventually.
I'm gonna go. I'll probably listen to that one several times. If there's a conspiracy theory we touched on in there, comment on that video. Go back to it. Comment on it, or comment on the podcast wherever you do, because you can comment and give us reviews and everything. Let us know which one you want to talk to. And then this one was just all over the place. You seen what it's like when we get into a heated battle of sports and wits. I know on Spotify, you could give 5-star reviews. That's all we want.
Apple is the same.
Apple, 5-star reviews. Facebook, you can give 5-star reviews. If you're going to give us anything less than that, go find somebody else's Facebook page and give them those stars. We only want 5. We want max stars.
Hey, and just remember, we need to get our YouTube following up a lot. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the time you give us. Take a couple more seconds out of your day and go follow us on YouTube. Once we hit 50 followers, we can go live. We've already talked about. Yeah, we're halfway there. We've already talked about, come draft night, for the first round. We want to go live with you guys. We want to be able to give our insight on what's going on, who we think's going to get drafted, who just got drafted, see what kind of bonehead decisions are being made. We want to do stuff like that.
Also, don't forget to head over to w.gg, get you some new energy hydration products. Use promo code TheBasement10 to get 10% off your order.
And look, if you're listening on the podcast, you hear this beautiful voice, you should see the face. What?
Where's the crickets one? There's a cricket.
Yeah, there is a cricket. Don't touch that. Anyways, we appreciate... Oh, you got to hold that one.
Oh.
That's dirty. I'm the one that taught him how to do it.
Yeah,
but hey guys, I appreciate y'all watching and listening and whatever you do. We hope you have a great weekend. We're going to start this off again on Saturday with recording some new hot fresh episodes for next week. Drop us a message. Drop us something what you want us to talk about. We'll definitely talk about it.
Also, I feel like we haven't touched on this much. If you want to come on this show, slide in our DMs. We'll have you on here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, message us on TikTok, Facebook. You message our personal Facebooks. We don't care. We will put you on this show and give you this platform to say whatever you want to say. Well, within reason. We don't talk about politics, religion. We try to steer away. We don't like a whole lot of cussing on here. We try to steer away from that. I want to be able to show my kids this video, so I don't want to be a whole lot of bad stuff on here. But other than that, if you want to be on here, if you got a business and you want to promote it, come here and promote it with us.
Yep.
We could do it Zoom. We have figured out how to do Zoom. We will Zoom with you guys.
Yeah, we're getting high tech over here.
Yeah, well, kind of.
High tech rednecks.
We appreciate you guys. Remember, this is top level content from the lower level of the house. It's the basement. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Take it easy.